Live from the University of Salford's Media City campus, it's Salford Weekly with your hosts Matthew Green and Courtney Holder.
No, not at all.
After 11 episodes and 12 weeks, it is sadly time to say goodbye to our show.
One feature-length episode remains, and this time we're doing things differently. This is the series finale of Salford Weekly!
Good afternoon and welcome for the final time, and thank you for joining us on Salford Weekly.
My name is Matthew Green.
And I'm Courtney Holder.
And as you can see, we're suited and booted and doing things a bit differently for the show today, but all for a very good reason. As you can see, we're downstairs in Media City, and as our show is situated next to the Soul Food Cafe in our Media City campus, our show today is a bit food themed, and as a result, slightly rebranded the show for today and renamed it from Salford Weekly to Salford Eatly.
Which I think is a very, is the word poignant name?
Yeah, and I promise you I didn't come up with that pun name for it either, you know. For a change, yeah, Producer Joe, he's been working hard through the night. Excited for the hour-long show today. We normally get half an hour out of the show each week.
I know.
How are you feeling about it?
The fact that they're allowing us to talk for an hour is a little bit worrying. But it's fine. I'll take it. I think we can do it.
It's normally just myself, Courtney and Luke are in studio, but today we have more than just the three of us. We have people in the audience!
Yay! And you know what, Salford Eatly, we've given them food. We've been kind enough
to
feed them.
I am very jealous. We're sat over here. I'm just waiting for the 5 o'clock hour to come, as I have already had a munch or two on the breadsticks.
You stole the audience's breadsticks.
Yeah, they weren't looking. And what's the whole ones? The ones with the holes? What are they called? The ice rings, is it?
Party rings.
Party rings, yeah, they're nice.
Rings.
I've never heard of them before. They're pretty good.
Because they're here for a party. But anyway, Matt, you know how the coming up segment on like a TV show is called a menu?
Yes.
Well, I have made you a menu.
That's what they're for. I did see them and I was like, what's all this about? I feel like it's you know, like when they do Children in Need or in like Comic Relief, they have like coming up on the show today.
Yeah, well, we couldn't afford that, so we've
you know,
got bits of paper. But,
high budget.
We've got a few different things that we can have. Do you want to have a look at your menu?
I'll have a menu of the look. So what have we got? Who's that good-looking fella there on the starter?
We'll just ignore him. We can have a jumbo sports selection for £56 if you're feeling a bit pricey.
I mean, it has 5 stars on it, so it must be good, you know.
I think it would be worth it.
What else is there? I see there's something juicy coming up in the main part. Scarlett is talking to the audience that we met already.
Yeah.
You very excited, guys, to be on the telly? No? Yeah?
No, not interested.
Yeah?
That's
I
absolutely fine.
We can talk for more. It's fine. I like
We've
talking.
also got the quiz, but improved.
An improved quiz?
An improved quiz.
Oh, is Luca putting everyone else through their paces as well? Because, you know, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Easier. It's easier than Luca's quiz.
He's changed up the recipe.
Oh, nice. And dessert looks pretty good as well. Luca is playing us out. We had a good chat with her yesterday before she's playing us out on the show today. So really looking forward to hearing her.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be a nice
later.
little ending, isn't it? But I think what we should do first is have a nice little appetizer of some series highlights. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right.
As long as it's not too expensive, I'm all right with it.
Luca, shouldn't you be getting ready for the quiz?
Oh, quick sport update.
Oh no, we've had some technical issues with that. We're really sorry about that. So Matt is unfortunately
I'm still eating my
I was just talking about how good it was and saying, please save it. I don't want it to go.
It's April Fool's. The award doesn't exist.
No way.
Yeah, April Fools.
Oh my god.
I'm friends with the editors.
I've never felt so sick.
I'm friends with the editors.
My stomach just dropped.
I'm friends with the editors at Devon and Cornwall Film, and they've been. Thank you for them. They put out a fake article.
You've been mugged off.
Matt, I'll give you 10 seconds. How did you find that? Because I can't hear you, but I can see you celebrating.
In the word of Joe Lander.
I'm on 2.
He's dancing. Is that the Joe Lander dance?
Because I got the dog part.
I'm actually absolutely buzzing. You can probably see my face lighting up at home. Off camera. Camera 3, look at that face lighting up. Camera 2, look at me. And today, as you can see, we're outside in Media City, enjoying the sunshine and... Hang on, is it real? It's real. It's real. If they listen to my microphone, I like that.
Oh,
You're really annoying.
Sound.
3, 2, 1, cue.
Good highlight, isn't it? Yeah, you're laughing away at that. You're going to miss us, aren't you?
I am, yeah, but it was just the fact that like you guys had done this like grand thing outside, and you like were all really proud of it, and then it was just blank, gone.
It cuts, yeah. I did get a few comments about my sunglasses as well.
Yeah, what was that?
I just said I needed a pair of Lycra shorts and I'd look like a cyclist.
You look like you're trying to be in the Matrix.
Yeah, didn't work
not
out
what this
well. I mean,
is.
you know, second best. Great highlights in there. Sausage roll, one of them, Joe's dance. We will be probably having a look at some of those highlights again later on in the show, so stay tuned for that. We're here for an hour, one time only. During our time as well, you may have seen Luca in that highlights reel as well. Luca, you might have known, is a bit of a culinary enthusiast. He's always wanted to do a cooking show. Well, seeing this is Salford Eatly, and we're next to Salford Cafe, we've given him his own kitchen!
Woo!
Can you believe it? Well, Holly, thanks for joining me. How are you doing?
I'm excited to see your chefing skills.
Well, this is the thing. They've given me the task of actually doing the forfeit for Matt versus Courtney, but I'm just going to make them a lovely sandwich. So we've got all the ingredients below. Should we see what we're going to make them today? Right, let's just get into it.
there as well.
Honestly, that's so fresh.
I presume they have.
We're going to start with, well, standard sandwiches. We should have some lettuce. Basically, what we're going to do is, if anyone's watched Scooby-Doo at home, Shaggy used to make some amazing food. And as a kid, I always dreamt of like making the food they made in the cartoon. So I thought, let's just make it for them. Let's make the super Shaggy sandwich. Lettuce. What else we got in there? We've got some ham. Classic.
Classic. So far, so good.
Bit of cheese, and tell you what, really splashed out. Cathedral City cheddar.
The good stuff.
Really good cheese. And an olive to garnish. You always see in the cartoons, don't you, an olive on top of the sandwich. That's going to happen, don't you worry about that.
else we got?
Ketchup. Now, you're not a fan of ketchup, are you?
No, I'm actually have a phobia of tomato sauce.
I'm going to let you handle that.
Ooh, great.
Fantastic. And then some mustard. So, a good forfeit, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to keep going. We've also got some fudge minis, because Shaggy likes fudge in his sandwiches.
Spicing it up now.
We've got some marshmallows.
Nice, nice.
And our final ingredient is some lovely tomato sauce sardines.
And that's where it all goes wrong.
That's going to be fun. Right, so let's start with the sandwich. And what we're going to do for this, particularly because you see it in the cartoons, they're going to be massive sandwiches. We're going to go for it.
How many layers are we thinking here?
I think 8, maybe?
8. Okay, so it's going to be a big sandwich.
Slice of bread. Holly, could you help us out with the mustard, please? Let's
Right,
just get the mustard going.
Here we go.
Right.
So, mustard, and we don't, as Luke was saying before, we don't have any... We don't have a knife to spread this, so we're just going to put a dollop on.
Do you like mustard, guys? We're going to go a lot of mustard. We're going to start with like a nice big dollop of that.
There we go, look at that.
Delicious. Great start. And you know what we're going
What are
to
we thinking next?
Maybe some cheese? Cheese on the bottom?
Yeah, and then we can maybe mix that around with cheese.
Should be quite nice. Honestly, I personally love making sandwiches at home. This is like probably one of my favourite things to do. So this is a real treat.
What is your favourite dish you like to cook?
Oh, it's a great question. I've got a few family recipes. So chili pasta is one that my family love to make.
Yeah.
I am a sucker for just a sandwich on a lazy school night. I'll just come back and I'll just make a sandwich.
So this should be what you're good
Literally my bread and butter.
Yeah.
Right, then we'll go with a bit of ham.
Bit of ham.
Could you get some ketchup on there, actually? I know you're a big fan.
Of course.
This is looking delicious already, honestly.
My favourite.
You excited over there, guys?
Right, big dollop.
Anticipation.
Here we go.
I also think we should go all out with the ham.
It's a little bit runny. We were thinking
Bit more. Yeah, that's fine. Bit there.
There we go.
All that ham on there. Fantastic. Right, another slice of bread?
Yeah, I think so.
Up we
And then a
go.
bit of lettuce.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get some of that fresh iceberg lettuce on there because you've got to have a bit of crunch in a sandwich, something I've always believed in. Okay, a bit of lettuce. Yeah, a bit more. Stunning.
go.
Should we start to make it a bit interesting?
Yeah.
Now this is where it gets a bit cartoonified. Let's get some fudge minis on there.
Let's do it.
Oh, this is looking delicious.
Fabric and
Tell you what.
everything. Good quality. Good quality
Is there anything
stuff
better
here.
than the smell of like fresh fudge? Oh man.
So, Luca, I have heard that back in February, when it was Pancake Day, you had an interesting topping for your pancakes.
I did
Please
indeed.
tell us.
So my favourite pancake topping is sugar and vinegar. And before you start growing it at home, I personally think it works because you've got the acidity and you've got the sugar and it's very delicious and you should try it at home. And we were told that that should be the forfeit, but I just didn't think it was a good enough forfeit, to be honest. So we're just going to get some nice fudge minis on there. Bit of marshmallow as well on that stuff.
So this is kind of the treat layer.
Zone.
Yeah.
God, I love marshmallow.
Yeah, can I?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Oh, so good.
Love a
Guys,
marshmallow.
I hope you're looking forward to this.
Can I have a marshmallow as well?
Can you just send us the
save you some.
marshmallows on
Yeah,
their
we
own?
don't want the rest
I mean,
of it. We just want the marshmallows.
just the marshmallow and the chocolate. The chocolate as well.
Not quite.
Straight to the
You're
back
too
of the
far
camera.
away, guys, honestly.
Go on, I'll open my mouth this time. Go again.
Another one.
Yeah.
Ready?
Come on, catch.
Oh, that's quite close.
Not bad. Do you want a sardine?
No.
Okay, cool.
You can
Keep
keep
making
those
your
sandwiches.
sandwich, Luca.
Oh my god.
And hope it falls in the
Now,
bin.
this is the worst part of the sandwich.
Have a look at that.
And
Have
the
a look at
smell
that.
as well is vile. That is,
Do you want to have a look at that? Have a look at that nice sardine? Get more.
ooh, lovely.
Oh, that looks horrid.
No.
Every good sandwich needs
Sardine.
sardine.
Now we're getting a forfeit going. We'll get that on
No,
top.
I'm
Yeah.
done.
What are we thinking? Anything else? We need the olives. We need the olives.
Olive on top. A bit more mustard.
Bit more mustard. You can't beat a bit of mustard.
Oh, delicious. And an olive on top. Can you get the sticks out?
I can indeed. Now, obviously, we need to keep this
They do,
sandwich
yeah.
together.
We're not using it.
So we've got some sticks
Big
here.
stick down the middle.
One right down the
they've got
middle.
some sticks. Okay.
Gosh. Big olive on top. And that, guys, is the super shaggy sandwich.
Bon appetit.
Bone up the feet.
No.
Delicious.
Don't applaud.
I'm okay.
Please
Thank
don't
you.
applaud. See, look, Luca, no one's applauding you. It looks disgusting.
Yeah, we're
Not
all in
fan, guys?
agreement. We've had a conversation over here.
Do you like the
We're
shaggy
all right.
sandwich?
No?
Do you want Ross wants some?
Ross would
If
like
you
a
cut
little
it in
bit.
half, he'll have it for you.
Sure. Fantastic.
I did tell you I was allergic to everything that's in that, didn't I?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, we've got
it's full
some
of that,
One of you
yeah.
is going to have a big old bite of this.
I don't think anyone could ever feasibly fit that in their mouth.
That's a good point. Disgusting.
Yeah, let's hope I'm not the one to find that out later on. Anyway, it looks absolutely disgusting, I think it's safe to say.
That's absolutely fine, Matt. And hopefully it won't be me either. We'll just give it away, I think.
Yeah, I know your boyfriend's really interested. So, yeah.
But we were very proud of our sports team. We're just going to move on from Luca and his horrible
Yeah,
sandwich.
hope it disappears.
We had some very hard-working colleagues on our Salford Weekly sports team this year, and they've covered everything from big Manchester United transfer news to the university's own varsity win earlier this year.
And since we won't be here over the summer months, they thought they'd give you a little forward preview as to some of the sporting events coming up in the next few months.
Hello and welcome to your final sports update with us at Salford Weekly. A lot of news to get through here, and I promise it's not all cricket based. Up first though, Ben Stokes has been announced as the New England Test captain. He's taking over from Joe Root, who had an incredible tenure. 5 years in charge, led England for a record 64 Test matches, but quite a few recent losses. So Ben Stokes is going to come in, hopefully bring a bit of that Headingley magic back to the England squad. Now, we can all imagine a lovely bit of village cricket as well, sitting on grassy knolls in the sun. Well, the wait is no more. The Greater Manchester Cricket League season has returned. But it wasn't the greatest start for our Salford-based teams. Roe Green beaten by 128 runs by Prestwich after the final batsman actually had to retire injured. Clifton also beaten by 3 wickets this time against Edgeworth, despite a near century from opening batter Liam Perry. Go on, Liam. Clifton do travel to Bury on Saturday to face Woodbank, while Roe Green host Astley and Tyldesley, so hopefully some victories on the horizon. And our final bit of cricketing news. The 100 tournament began its full first season last year, and it's back again in August. Local side Manchester Originals will be looking to progress further this season, after finishing in the lower half of the season last year, despite being blighted by injuries. General Manager of the Originals, Lee Morgan, spoke to us at Salford Weekly all about the new season.
Yeah, well, we believe we've got a stronger squad this year than we had. We were really decimated with injuries last year. I mean, half our team had to be replaced at different times. So Josh Butler, we're hoping to get in for the full tournament, who's obviously going great guns in the IPL at the moment. We've got some other top class players both in the men's and the women's game. So we think certainly on paper we're really positive, and we didn't think we were that far away last year. So hopefully if people come this year, they'll see a winning team as well. Rather than me say, come, it's great, there's plenty of anecdotal information out there. There's plenty of people who have never shown an interest in the game before and been surprised how much they've enjoyed it. It's a great atmosphere, and because we've had a tournament which is giving young girls in particular the opportunity to see a career in the game now, when they can have a proper career and earn some decent money, has actually captured the imagination. So I think I've always taken the view that the 100, whilst attracting that new audience, has the potential to then migrate that audience to the T20 in particular. What I would say, though, is the tickets are selling a lot quicker this year, and at Old Trafford. The message is it's a great day out, but buy early because, there's a lot of interest out there.
Now on to Rugby League, and Salford Red Devils will be looking to turn around some poor form with a trip to St Helens this evening. Assistant coach Danny Orr has highlighted that this is probably the hardest game so far in the season, but added anything can happen in a game of Rugby League. They're a tough opponent, but they are beatable. The Red Devils have been without a win in their last 5 games, and they lost by 30 points to 24 against near neighbours Wigan last Sunday, despite a valiant second half performance. Scrum half Brodie Croft was instrumental to Salford's performance in this second half. He ended the contest with 2 try assists, a clean break, 2 offloads and over 100 run metres. And finally, it's coming towards an end of the Football League season. Salford City currently sitting in 9th place in League 2. But they're only 4 points outside the playoffs, with 2 games remaining. They face playoff rivals Mansfield Town on Monday before a trip to Stevenage on the final day of the season. The playoffs may be looking unlikely for Gary Bower's side, but in the words of Starship, it's not over till it's over. Back to you in the studio.
Well, Courtney's doing her own sport here of issuing the cards out. That's coming up in a bit. But I just want to say a huge... Hope you shuffle them. I just want to say a huge thank you to our Salford Weekly sports team, as we like to call them, our little beavers working away in the background to deliver us a sports package every few weeks. And thank you for everything over the past few months. They're good at what they do, really, aren't they?
They are very good at what they do. Obviously, I was dealing cards, and if you've paid any attention to what we've done over the past few months or weeks, you will know that me and Matt have a little bit of a competitive side going on. We have a little competition between us.
And this explains why one of us is eating the shaggy sandwich later, because we did this thing called Matt versus Courtney, where we went head to head. Well, the producers like seeing us competing so much, they decided they wanted to see us compete together one last time. So as you can see, here's some cards.
Yeah, I've
dealt
us out some nice cards, and Snap is the most competitive card game you can get. You don't need poker. A good game of Snap, and you can make some real money.
Is this table sturdy enough for my slapping? Because I get very competitive. I don't know if the audience are the same. That when you play Snap, when you have like the Christmas parties and your family are there, that literally there's always that one family member who nearly karate chops the table in half because, well, that's me. So. Yeah,
I think we've got a medic in there somewhere, don't we? Just in case he does try and break my hand. Hopefully that won't happen, because I'm going to win.
Just to explain the rules very quickly, we have 4 sheets on the table. We had some look at some of the highlights of the series gone by a few VTs ago. I was trying to think how to word that. So each time one of us wins a round, we get to choose one of these cards on the table, and we'll discuss the memory that it is. So that should be nice to unlock a few memories.
I know there's a couple in there that I very much like to see again. But I'll talk about them when we flip them over. Right, are you ready?
When I flip them over.
Who's going first? Do you want to rock, paper, scissors it?
Go on. Rock.
Right, on go.
Wait, no, rock, paper, scissors, go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, go!
Okay, right, you go first.
9 of hearts. Oh, yeah! Wait, I presume we're going on the numbers, are we? Or
what do you mean are we going on the numbers?
Okay, numbers.
Yes, numbers. Who doesn't do it by numbers?
Off you go. Select your memory.
What game is this?
Select your memory.
Right, I want this one. Oh, we've got the Nasta wins... The show wins a Nasta. The Joe wins a Nasta.
I really do like that because it featured 2 amazing elements of Joe winning the Nasta. First of all was the dance. If you haven't seen this dance, will I reenact it out? Do I have room on the camera?
I don't think you do. Maybe you should do it later.
Just like that,
or we'll just do it now.
Yeah. And second of all, he looked like Christ the Redeemer, which I thought was very funny as well. So,
he did. He was so excited. It was like he was hopped up on coffee, but I think he might have just been incredibly drunk.
I'd say the excitement was something to do with it as well. But yeah, we'll say drunk.
Right, okay,
right,
so
go on.
I go
Off
again.
You go.
Right.
King
I
of
did
clubs,
shuffle these, so it shouldn't happen again so fast.
2 of clubs, 10 of spades, 4 of spades.
Right, this isn't like the comedy campsite. You don't need
to
narrate the card.
Yeah, it's giving me flashbacks to the flashback.
we keep
The
going.
tension is building, I
I know,
feel.
because
What
I
was a
left the
joker?
jokers in. Sorry. This was a poorly
I
planned.
feel I'm running
back
out
to
of cards.
That's why I get to win. Right. We've got to be close now. This is ridiculous.
Not a joker.
Come on. I thought that was 3.
This
No?
is riveting stuff.
Yeah.
Snap!
That wasn't a snap.
8 and 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a snap. Okay. Never
Sorry.
mind. It's a good thing I didn't put my hand out. Otherwise, I feel like it would
Right,
be
you
smushed.
chose the front one. I'm going to
Yeah.
choose the one closest to me. And
Okay. I'll sort your cards out.
oh, I'm really upset I wasn't here for this episode. It was the April Fool's episode where Joe pranked the whole of the crew. I will give away a secret. I was in on it. I was at home at the time. It was over the Easter. Was it over? It was over the Easter
Yeah,
break.
it was over the Easter. It wasn't the best prank. It was the worst prank. It was horrible. Me and poor Luca made videos, thank you videos, to say, oh, you know, we're really happy that we've been nominated. And then Joe came in and told us it was a lie.
Why are you giving me your cards back?
I'm not. Those are yours. You won them.
Oh,
So keep going.
yeah, no, I really missed that episode because there's always a great atmosphere around the Salford Weekly Gallery where our producer, our sound guy, our director, our PA, where everyone is in that room. There's always a great atmosphere around there, and that was the biggest bit of FOMO I had, was not being
Yeah,
there,
not being there when
not
it all
being there and
happened.
seeing people's faces, going like, oh,
Well, I tell you, it wasn't that fun being there when it happened. So,
oh, my go, isn't it?
right, you
okay.
go. Come on.
Should we speed it up a bit?
Yeah, ready?
Should we get a bit
Go.
of tension from the audience going? Whoa,
Come on.
ready?
Oh no!
You
Okay,
missed one.
I'm so sorry. That was my bad. Apologies. I'm about to lose anyway. I've only got 1 card left.
I think we
out.
just have to keep going until you
Alright.
see one as well. Just bear with me.
I'm ready. Let's go. Come on.
You can't hover.
Yes, I
That's
can.
cheating.
I can do what I want. I don't have any guards.
Huh?
Who's going to stop me?
It's a joke.
Not you. Come on, Matt. Do better than this. Oh, so close. This is ridiculous. Anyone?
Are you sure you shuffled this
I
deck?
shuffled them. That's how good I shuffled them. Look.
30 seconds.
This is insane. Still lost.
Right,
Still
I think I have
lost.
time to unlock one more memory.
Okay, which one do you
Should we
want?
choose one together? Should we try and see if we can get into our psychic
Okay.
presenting mode?
Right,
See
okay,
which one.
let's go.
We'll call that 1 and that 2. I
Okay,
think
ready?
3, 2, 1,
2.
1.
Oh, okay.
I never agree. Let's
Obviously,
just flip them both over.
We're not that good presenter friends, obviously.
The varsity trophy comes on the show, and also the other memory, just because they're my
This
favourite.
is our favourite memory.
The
This
sausage
one I
roll.
chose as well, so you should have listened to me.
Yeah, the sausage roll
Sausage
moment,
roll.
absolutely television gold. If that doesn't win an Astor, I don't know what will. So, thank you, Courtney, for having that game of Snap.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm sad
thank you
that
for,
I lost.
Thank you
to
for
be honest.
letting me win. Yeah, have you lost your lines?
I have lost my
It's
lines.
strange
I'm
not
so
having an
sorry.
autocue, isn't
I
it?
know. It's
Yeah.
you know what, we're trying our hardest, guys. Please don't judge us. Anyway, what we love about being downstairs, and we do love it
We love it
downstairs,
downstairs.
is that we are joined by our wonderful audience, who we've obviously seen a couple of times. They're real people. These are
They're real. Yes,
they're
because
not
our producer
actors.
keeps telling us we have our viewers, and I'm just like, stop. You don't have to say that to make us feel good. We can see you in
We
person.
can see you in person. You're real. Did we pay any of you to be here? That's good, thanks, guys. But we do have Scarlett in the crowd to talk to some of our lovely audience.
Yes, hello. I am in the live studio audience for Salford Eatly, and I'm sure every single one of these people are equally as excited as they are terrified, because a decent majority of them have never been on camera before, and as I look around me I can see many terrified eyes being like, please, God, do not come to me. But I am here with the Lucy. Now, something very interesting about Lucy is that you presented the very first Salford Weekly. You were there in the fossil age, before Joe won his Napster, which we've all never heard about before.
Joe won a Napster?
I know! But yeah, so you were in the very early age of Salford Weekly. What was that like?
Well, it was a great experience. It was the first time I'd been in the studio before, which was the most amazing experience ever. And I loved being in front of the camera on the first episode. It was all very new to me, and Joe did make a joke that I was like a deer in headlights, so that was a bit offensive, but
It was your first time, you were about to be a bit nervous.
Yeah, true. I did enjoy it though, despite it being my only appearance on TV. Well, I mean on a camera, but
Did you have a favourite moment from the first show?
It might have been when I accidentally called Alex Charles James Charles and everybody laughed at me.
Well, I can see the similarity. If anyone's ever seen Alex Charles, the similarity between him and James Charles is just uncanny. Did you ever think that the show would carry on in the trajectory it has now? Because we've kind of gone from strength to strength.
I think it's amazing that it's won an Astor. I think that's incredible. But I mean, I really wish I could still have been part of the production, but because of like personal circumstances, I couldn't do, unfortunately. But I'm really happy about where the show's got to today, and I think it's amazing.
Well, I'm going to continue on my little tour of this labyrinth of chairs to another audience member. So, it's like a magic mic here. Excuse the pun. And I am going to go to Ross, who is the boyfriend of our very own presenter, Courtney Holder. So, Ross, what is it like working with such a prestigious, amazing, wondrous presenter and being with a presenter such as Courtney?
Yeah, it's just a lot of, hard work and just grafting every day, Just got to try and do what I can to support her and her endeavours.
Be truthful with us now. Just you and me. Have you watched every episode of Salford Weekly that she's been in?
Yeah, every episode.
You're lying to me.
Favourite one?
2 weeks ago, that was a really good one.
Okay.
Weren't you up 2 weeks ago?
Of course, you've watched her entire catalogue of episodes, and you never miss one, and you're her biggest fan.
Yeah, 100%.
Lovely, lovely stuff. Well, I am going to move on across. Moving this wire is a lot harder than it looks, in fact, and I'm getting my audience members to move it for me. The wonders of tech. So, I am now here with a very nervous-looking person who is begging me not to come to him. Which is the James from Shock. So tell us about your working with Shock.
Yeah, it's great fun. Alex basically bullies me every Monday night, and I get to play music about the Nigerian government of the 1970s, so it's amazing.
So, later on we will be discussing takeaways in a bit deeper length, but what is your go-to takeaway, James?
No one's really asked me that before. I think it's probably an Indian. But having said that, there is a really good Chinese next to the New York Laundrette in Salford. If you are getting sick of Wash Station, then you can go there because there's a really good Chinese right next to it. So
I love how this is turning into a takeaway food review channel. So, what's your favourite takeaway?
Also Chinese, I think. I'm kind of basic. It's a place called East Orient. It's somewhere in Warrington, but.
Right, how many people here favourite takeaway is a Chinese? Yeah. We're getting a lot of variation here. Chinese seems to be the overwhelming majority that people seem to like. I'm more of an Indian person myself, but there we go. So, back to Courtney and Matt on the couch.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the Indian takeaways because I can't deal with spice.
How could you say that?
A chicken korma is a bit too spicy for me.
I just think a Chinese, you have to buy too many things to have a Chinese meal, and it's too expensive, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Well, if you come back for your third year, we'll have a Matt versus Courtney, Chinese versus Indian.
That's fine. I'm ready for that. Let's go.
Ready. Talking of takeaways, we saw him already earlier on the show in his kitchen. Luca was making the world's worst sandwich. But what about world's worst takeaways? Well, many of us have horror stories about the worst takeaways. Luca has taken on the challenge to find the worst takeaway in Salford. Take a look at this.
Right, lads, you know why I've got you here. It's time. They're not excited. Are you excited?
I am actually quite excited. I think a free takeaway, no matter how bad it is, it's still free.
So, Salford Eatly have kindly sponsored this episode, and we're going to get the worst rated takeaway in Manchester. Now, we can't reveal what it is, obviously, because that'd be... Right, hop on, Uber Eats. Other takeaway brands are available. So, a few things about this place. 1.9 stars. from 17 ratings. I believe they've got a hygiene rating of 2.
Mixed kebab. I could do a mixed kebab.
How about the Big Daddy Burger?
Turkey, beef, and chicken.
That's the hat trick.
It's going to be impossible to cut off.
What's a Doner Burger?
That's oh my word.
Right, we're going to get 1 Doner Burger. What sauce would you like? Yogurt it is.
Mango sauce, I think. Chili cheese nuggets.
Okay, some chili cheese nuggets.
I think maybe we share a pizza.
Yeah, prawn and tuna. And we're going to get a prawn and tuna pizza.
No, we're not.
Oh, let's give benefit of the doubt. Let's try
No, hot and spicy.
hot and spicy pizza. Okay. Order received. So now we're going to wait 20, 30 minutes.
And so we waited and waited some more. The 3 heroes you see before you, going boldly where very few people had been before. It's quite far down on Uber Eats, you see, and it takes some scrolling to find. No, really, I had to cut like 7 minutes of... Anyway, we were ready to take on whatever culinary establishment Manchester could throw at us. Were our stomachs grumbling or trembling? One thing was clear. There's only 2 toilets in our house, so you do the maths.
What's it say on the order? It's currently past the time it was meant to be here.
It's preparing your order.
Bad start. Hi mate, thank you very much. Nice. Cheers. Quiet. Right, let's sit down and eat and say grace. Right, food's arrived. What are we ordering again?
We've got a hot and spicy pizza.
Let's see.
Should we dress that first? How's it looking?
It's a bit of a soggy base.
Very sharp. It's amazing how crispy it is on the crust and yeah, not at all.
Soggy.
Yeah, very soggy.
Yeah.
The dough's kind of raw as well.
I don't know if that's cooked. Out of 10 to start with?
Well, my genuine rating would
Yep.
maybe 6.
6 out of 10 Harry. Genuine? 5.5. 5.5. I'll give it a 5. This one feels like nuggets.
They could be horrendous.
They're really light. Do you want to feel how light the bag is?
I don't like it.
That's disgusting. And it smells of feet.
The cheese is somehow tangy and tasteless at the same time.
Yeah.
And reveal. I'm still choking off the chili cheese. They filled the box. Right, let's dissect this. Ooh. That. What is that? Oh, it's cold. It's freezing.
That's not good.
Oh, look at the way it's folded on
That's
itself.
really bad.
Let's have it. Oh my god. At least it's toasted.
There's a hair on it.
Oh dear.
There's a hair on it.
No, there isn't.
There's a hair on the doner meat.
Well, hopefully, back to you in the studio, and I will be there. Oh, that was gross. That was really bad. Big cheer.
Wow.
Didn't look great, did
It
it?
didn't look great. I feel bad for Luca and his food situation at the moment. We've
I
got
hope you didn't
Nancy
pay too
sandwich.
much for it either.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't even think about the price. It's just the fact that it was just terrible food.
But there's one thing, and I'm sure you at home agree with me on this as well, and I think you agree with me, Courtney.
I 100% agree. We talked about this
How
earlier.
can you review the worst take? I'm looking at him now over there. How can you review the worst takeaway and not review the chips?
The chips are the staple of the meal.
Go for the worst possible.
No, because it's a well-known takeaway. We all know what it is.
For season 2, I'll come back. All right.
You only go there because of the chips.
Do a chip review. You
Chip
have to
review.
review the chip. You don't go somewhere because it's got like okay burgers. You go because they've got good chips.
I'm going to see how.
Are you ready for a review sandwich?
Chili chicken nuggets or something? Cheesy chili chicken nuggets?
Yeah, something to do with nuggets. That's fair enough. But you go for the chips.
It's always the chips. It has to be
Always
the
the
chip, doesn't it?
chips.
Yeah. ridiculous.
Anyway, after our annoyance, let's go back to Scarlett, who has a very special guest and a very familiar face to us. Somewhere over there.
Yes, I am here with the lovely Katie, aka Nwuke. Now, Katie, you're going to be doing something very special for us at the end of the show. Would you like to talk about your song and how you came up with the idea for the song?
Yeah, so my song is called Paralysed. And when recording it, I wanted to give it that James Bond kind of feel to it, very cinematic. So it's a cinematic song. And then I blended the Salford Weekly theme in after the song. So, yeah.
That's amazing. And how did you get involved with music as a whole?
Well, I started playing the piano when I was 6. I learnt jingle bells when I was 6. And just since then, I just felt like Mozart. I was like, I can play jingle bells. That's really good. Yeah, and I just started it up from there.
How did it feel to have your song played on the BBC twice? That must have been such a life-changing experience.
It was incredible because especially because it's my first single coming out, it was so good to have that exposure.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about your single that's coming out on the 13th of May?
Yeah, so Paralysed, it's based off an experience, of quite a frightening experience called sleep paralysis, which is like kind of a sleep experience. And yeah, that's it really.
So go and listen to Paralysis that comes out on the 13th of May and support Nwuke. And do you have any artists that you look up to?
I love Billie Eilish and I love Hans Zimmer. So I like the mixture between the two. So I tried to mix it, that electro cinematic style.
And thank you very much for your time, Nwuke.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm now hopping on over to join Luca and Holly. And an update on the sandwich situation, which is looking rather grim, I'm not going to lie.
How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Now, as you walked over, did you get the smell as you kind of walked into this proximity?
There's a very strong smell of
Do you know
sardines.
what? I've not yet smelt the sardines.
Yeah.
No!
Oh! Sorry,
Totally
audience up there,
honest.
can you guys smell it?
It's
smell
it a little
No, I don't think they do. They don't like the smell of it.
Well, tell you what we're going to do. Obviously, you know this is the Matt versus Courtney forfeit, so we've come quite prepared, haven't we?
We
You ready?
have underneath
Have a look at this.
chopping board lies the envelope with the results of Matt vs Courtney.
So, do we have the sick bucket on standby?
We do, we do.
Just to let you know. There's one he made
I'll hand
earlier.
it to the winner.
So I'm about to announce the winner of Matt vs Courtney, and the loser does unfortunately have to eat the shaggy sandwich. Not all of it.
All of it. All of it.
How much? I'd say at least a bite, of course. Well,
No.
well,
No.
are we ready to find out the winner of Matt vs Courtney?
Drum roll, please,
22. Here we go. Oh, envelope is supposed
This is the winner, is it?
Hang on, we've got an envelope situation.
Right,
Okay.
here we go again.
What's happening?
And the winner of Matt vs Courtney is Courtney!
Uh-oh.
And that does unfortunately mean...
Winner. What did I say, Matt? I'm a winner, baby.
Now, we never got a cross-section
Matt.
of the sandwich, so what we're going to do for the camera, we're going to get a nice little cross-section of this. Do you prefer rectangular or diagonal?
I prefer him the bin if I'm honest.
Do you want the bucket, Matt? Here's the bucket.
Tell you what, we'll go like a half and half.
Here you are, love.
Oh, look at them.
Did I tell you I've probably
It's
the
like I'm
worst gag
soaring.
reflexes that ever exist?
Well, we'll take the
So,
mic off
I mean,
as well.
I choke when I brush my
Close-up of this
teeth.
cross-section.
So,
Ready?
Oh,
no.
My word.
Colours. It's like a rainbow.
Now I'm going to step aside, everyone. We can just let Matt have a nice little bite of that.
You can't do it.
do I have to swallow it?
Producer
I have to
says,
swallow it.
Yeah, one bite.
That's the deal.
Is this what it's like to be on I'm a Celebrity? Get me out of here. I'll give you that, Scarlett.
Oh,
I'll come back, take a bite.
Holly, do you
This
want
is your
that?
Bush took
Yes.
a trial.
I'm in
You've been
charge of
voted
the
by the
certificate.
public.
Come on, Matt.
Which?
Can we do a drum roll again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Big squish.
Oh no, don't do that. 'Cause the-
Is this bread stale? It feels stale.
If you
A
squish
little-
it,
it's
it
brand
doesn't
new.
mean all the ingredients.
Tesco's
right, you
finest.
still have to eat them.
Now, Courtney, how
I don't
happy are
think it
you that
matters
you're
about
not
the
eating
bread,
this?
to be honest, with what's in that. Oh my gosh.
I've never been happier.
You alright? Enjoy it. I make some great sandwiches. Now,
How are
if
you
my
gagging
grandmother
and
had
you've
wheels,
not
she would have been a
even put
bike.
it
I don't know what
near
he's
your
saying.
mouth?
I make the best sandwiches. Come on.
Holly Angus having the best job
Sardines
here with the
in
bucket.
there. We've got
I
some
am glad it's
mustard.
Matthew and not me. I have to
I,
admit.
yeah, I'm going to be really honest. I would rather.
Right, you don't have to swallow it.
No, not
We'll
no.
let you spit it out.
No,
Come
not
on.
no. I honestly, I would actually vomit on TV.
Would you like the olive?
Matt thought was very confident that.
Is that the olive?
I tell you what, look. I tell you what. I absolutely hate olives. Okay, I hate olives, so I'm going to eat the olive.
What a cop out.
That is a face that he
Oh,
does hate olives.
No, okay.
Oh, he's not
Courtney, do you
happy.
want
I'm alright,
I
thank
thought
you.
it looked
Do you have any
lovely.
marshmallows going to
Try
there?
it. Disgusting. Right. That's, yeah.
How was the olive?
You weren't enjoying that.
You sure you don't want to bite, Matt? You definitely
Was
need
it-
a bite.
Oh, and he's using the sick bucket. His
Not
cup's
bad.
out.
Can we go to a VT of something? just play whatever's next. Apparently we're going to quiz best bits.
Oh, there's plenty of them to choose from.
just
Tell you
like-
what, just play all the quiz.
Straight
I've
after the
just
olive.
lost all respect for Luca, so quiz.
Get on with
let's
that.
listen to the quiz.
Bit of a mix, actually. Hope you're excited.
Like a pancake mix.
Oh, God! I've been tossing and turning about this quiz all day. Right. Here's a good one to start with.
Flipping hell.
Gonna start with art. Right.
I'm sorry, I had to have
It's
one.
gonna keep going.
I'm not ready.
Right. Lions.
Oh, I also went for lions.
Are the lions treating each other's
Why?
wounds? It's a lovely picture, I've got to say.
Wrong
What's it?
side. There we go.
Oh, there is.
Good
Oh,
for
wow, 'cause I'm
you.
lazy.
You look happy and healthy.
I was really wrestling with.
This was actually just the bad guy.
Oh.
That guy seems a bit Billie Eilish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But how many more questions do we have? I feel we have about 2 more questions left. That's the
Wow.
feeling I have coming towards me.
Which mythological god is the symbol of Valentine?
Oh, did I spell cupboard? See, I knew there was something.
not
I
cupboard.
see there was. I knew there was something wrong with it.
Cupid.
Oh well, Cupid.
How many spice options are there currently at Nando's?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
17 seconds, so you
I'm
better pause it.
sorry. This is not fair because one of the presenters on this couch works at Nando's.
I do
and it is
indeed.
not me. So I'm speechless. For once in my life, I'm speechless.
I can't know.
What are we thinking?
No, it's horrible.
I'm gonna do a
Hard
little.
questions.
These are hard questions.
So, bit of a trick question.
Oh, well, I shouldn't climax too early because it's like
Too excited. You were too excited straight away.
I
It was
just
like,
get it wrong all the time.
I
I feel like I'm on the weakest link. Do you know when you have to like,
Yes,
you know,
split
have
them
your thing and you want to eliminate
Weakest link
someone?
is?
Well,
Exactly.
I'm gonna channel my Anne Robinson.
it's Matt's first win. It was 0-2. And yeah, she's been on for 7
Thank
years.
you very much. I thank you very much.
Wow.
We do have a very willing, would-be, I don't know if that's the word, willing participant to eat.
I think desperate is the thing. I don't think they've had their breakfast.
Can't be that desperate.
No, he's hungry. He's hungry. So,
Right, so
look, do something more manly than I'm ever able to do, and eat the shaggy sandwich.
right, ready? Go on, guys.
Really? No, they're not.
I'm not kissing you after this. Oh no. Just know that.
We can kiss each other.
Okay.
Now, be honest. Do I make a great sandwich?
I'll tell you what, I'd rather eat what you've eaten on the telly before.
That's fair enough. Yeah, it's not great.
I'm very impressed. Very impressed.
That's crazy.
I'll buy him dinner.
Now, can you see his face? Can you see his face? His face is right. Is like you're a tough man, right? You're a tough man. I like that.
Don't
Now
be
look at that
worried about
face. That face. That would have been all. My guts would have been on the
A
floor.
lot of mustard was on that. Right.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this.
No.
He can walk
Luca,
home, he smells.
I feel Luca doesn't like cooking nice stuff. I mean, he likes vinegar on his pancakes. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Luca likes vinegar on pancakes.
Guys, don't knock it till you try it. I promise it's the best thing ever. I promise. Promise.
Right, Luca, you're on this side of the couch. You've
Barrier.
gone to the bright side. You used to be on the dark side.
This is the dark side. We have a nice time
Whatever.
on my side of the couch, I thought.
Well, guys, are you ready? It's sad times, isn't it?
It's our last
The
quiz
final
together.
quiz.
But you won't believe what I found in the Salford Gardens the other
Was
day.
it a sardine?
I found this, right? This is an archived footage, right? We look inside here and you won't believe what's on page 1. Ready for this? Look at that. Do not open until April 29th. This, I believe, is the last quiz I'll ever do.
You found that in the garden?
Can't believe I must have dug it up there. It's crazy.
Was it next to the blue piece of time capsule?
It was indeed.
Yeah, was it?
I knocked a few of them out. I've left them in the side. It's all right.
Yeah, I don't need those.
Audience, I'd love you guys to take part in this one. It's a true or false. So on your tables, you should all have a true or false card. Have you got them? Can we see them up nice and high? Fantastic. Right, we don't have too long, so there's only going to be 4 true or false. So I'm going to pick my favourites from this wonderful selection of questions. Are you guys ready?
Ready than ever.
I've never been more ready.
What
You're
should
going
we
down.
start with? Okay, we'll start with a nice, actually quite a tricky one to be honest. Audience, are you ready? Yeah. Question 1. Cardi B's real name is Cardigan Backyardigan. True or false?
As in, like, real
A real
birth
name. Yeah. Audience thinking a lot of false. What you guys saying? A couple of false. Yes, I know that is false.
Luca, come on, you
Sorry,
have to
guys.
go out with some of your best questions.
All right,
Don't
let's
go
get another
too
one.
Did you
low.
watch the Backyardigans?
Okay,
Great show.
how about this one?
No.
Great show.
True or false? There are more trees on Earth than there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy. True or false?
Someone's very adamant
I
over
feel
there.
this is a very Luca kind of fact that it must be true.
That's a true. We've got a great mix going on.
No, we've got half and half. Have we
Woo,
got-
true people!
Why do you guys think it's true? Why do you guys think it's true? It is random. I'll tell you what, it is true. It is
Way!
true. According
True
to recent
people.
estimates, there are just over 3 trillion trees on the planet, and sadly, 15 billion a year are cut down. But only 400 billion stars.
Oh.
I feel
apparently
sad I
it's
can't
rubbish.
draw, because normally I would have drawn a nice tree for you at this point.
Oh, you haven't
but,
got your
you know,
whiteboards today?
No.
No, we don't.
Oh, well.
We've got no Pictionary for you today, unfortunately. I'm
Very
very
What
sorry.
else have we got in this book? Let's go with this one. True or false? You get the gist of this by now. Bats make up about 5% of all classified mammal species in the world. True or false?
I feel like maybe I'm just very untrusting,
False
but I
at the
just feel
back.
like Luca's lying with every single
True.
question.
Audience, what are we saying? We've got a couple of false up there, a few more false. It is actually false.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it's 20%. 20%
Really?
of all species worldwide. Yeah.
Including us? Are we
Yeah, crazy. Can
bats?
you believe it? Yeah. Medal.
Vampires?
Yeah, okay, so, do one more? Right, okay, last one.
Aww.
It's illegal to eat chocolate in Cuba. True or false?
Chocolate in
True or
Cuba?
false? In Cuba, yeah. Okay, we've got loads of questions.
No.
We'll go through a lot of these.
I've decided to believe him. I've changed my mind.
They can't be that mean.
It is false, but I'm glad you believed me.
Can you imagine a world without chocolate, Courtney?
Now, what's the
No,
score?
I
'Cause that's
can't.
not
I
bad.
don't want one. It sounds terrible. Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I've kind of, you know when you have that moment that you go blank? I don't know. I just realised I'm going to miss you, Courtney.
I mean, I know with these lights, Matt, I look dazzling, but really, get your act together, man.
It's just the moment that I realised
I love that
you're
you
not
believe
here
me for
again.
that as well, because I put that in as a purely like, obviously it's not true. Obviously you can eat chocolate in Cuba, but...
Oh, I'm
You know what? There's some weird things going on in the world right now. I just feel like that
There's
could be
definitely
true.
weirder things. Should we have another question? Let's keep going.
Yeah, I feel
Go
like
on.
we could keep going.
I want
Are
chocolate now.
more people killed each year by cows than sharks?
Oh, I know
True or
this one.
false?
Wait.
General
where's-
knowledge.
I thought you asked which was more. What?
More people are killed each year by cows than sharks. Am I telling the audience are resoundingly true? Everyone's true. You're all correct.
Yeah.
Right. Sharks, on average, kill 5 people a year.
Do we know
Anyone
who's
guess
winning?
how many cows kill a year?
Like, wait, how many a year do sharks kill?
5.
Oh, they kill like a lot more.
No, I think
22 people. How many people are in this room? Right? I reckon there's about 20 people in this room.
We'd all be dead.
Watch out for cows.
bring on the cows.
They're out to get you.
Stampede.
Right, now, have you still got the deck of cards that you were using before? Have they been put away?
yeah, no, they
they've
got-
been taken off.
Fantastic. No cheating. In a standard
Oh,
deck
okay.
of cards, the king has a moustache. Is that true or false? You've seen them, so you should know this.
Does this include any facial hair as well? Like, does a beard as well as a moustache
No,
count?
moustache.
I've
a
got a wonderful
moustache.
moustache, as you can see. I cannot grow fish.
Am I the only one that believes him?
No.
Audience,
Oh,
all false.
yeah, okay, right, good. We're on a...
Audience, you're all spot on with that. The
Ah.
king doesn't have a moustache.
Does he have
on
a
any of
beard?
them. Yeah, I think he does. It's a very weird look, isn't it?
Getting my facial hairs mixed up.
I thought like the what's his name? The
king?
Jake? No, the
Jake.
The
Jake is over there.
The Jake's there. The Jake's tucking into the sandwich. Okay.
No, I thought he had a beard and then the king had a moustache.
Well, apparently none of them have moustaches. I couldn't believe it.
Oh.
Right, what else have we got? We've got Cardi B again. I'm not going to do that one again. All right, this is a good one. True or false, guys? Australia is wider than the moon.
Again, I feel this is more tailored towards Courtney because she's moving to Australia. So she's clearly done her research.
Oh, yes, I looked up whether Australia was bigger than the moon as
Well,
part of my
you know.
reasoning
Audience,
to
I can't
leave
see
the
one
country.
card up yet.
I'll go out with a bang. Let's go
Is
true.
I'm going to go
Australia
true.
wider than the moon.
I feel like I should do the opposite of Matt, but if I lose, I won't take that.
Guys, it is true. Australia is wider than the moon. Matt, I think you're 2 points ahead.
I think
perhaps.
I'm winning this. I think I am winning
Should we
this.
do one more question? Let's have one more question, and then we'll announce the quiz winner.
Oh, there's a quiz winner
like
as
the
well.
whole series.
do we get
I
for
bet they
winning?
get a nice bar of chocolate
you
or
worry.
something, don't they?
You get the wooden spoon prize, and this is a sacred wooden spoon. I'll tell you what.
my
Right,
God.
last question. Let's go with
I want that spoon.
I want that book.
Salford Weekly is returning for a series 2. True or
Yeah,
false?
but it's true. I'm holding up.
I see a false at the back. I see a few false. It's resoundingly true. Of course, it's going to be back for a series 2.
Yeah, we've been commissioned.
And now, audience, I'd love a drum roll for this, please. This is from the entire series. Our quiz winner for Salford Weekly Series 1 is... It's Matt!
I thank you.
Matt.
I
my
thank
God.
you. I thank you very much, very
please.
much. Pause for the camera down there like
Please,
that.
please. Congratulations. Fantastic. Here's your prize. Look after it well.
This is for you, people. For you. Right, on that note, Luca, thank you so much for everything over the past
absolute
series.
pleasure.
Thank you so much for the quiz, and thank you so much for the wooden spoon
Oh, that's
as
quite
well.
Yeah, we'll miss you.
Unfortunately, we are nearly at the end of our show today.
Oh, but
Come on, you are sad, aren't you? Yes.
but I've just heard something. I've got news that we have something from producer and creator of the show, Jay Lander.
Yes, news just in. We're going to head over to Lander Hall, just north of Manchester, for this very special message.
Last one was
Seeing Joe in that Lander Hall there.
I wanted to see his lion.
I can just tell you, I think he has earned quite a lot of money from this show, and he's given us none of it, and he's living it up.
It's all that.
He's never have time for VCs. He just goes off and just sits in his mansion now.
I know. What? He's got a lion. He's got his Nasta. He doesn't need us anymore. He's just off living his life with his suit.
He's living the dream, really.
I'll tell you what, the way he was stroking that lion, it was quite, yeah, he's made it. He's really...
You know
when are
you've
we
made
going to be
it.
invited for a dinner party in that mansion, do you reckon?
I don't think we're going to
Reunion in about 10 years' time.
Wow.
at Lander Hall.
At some point.
Apparently, I think we can try it again. So should we hear, because I know Joe really wants to get this message across to you.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. My name is Joe, and I am the producer of Salford Weekly. Ever since I've won my Nasta, I've been absolutely flooded with cash. I'd just like to thank everyone on the Salford Weekly crew for all of their help in helping me to move in here to Lander Hall, where I can be permanently living for the next season of Salford Weekly. Thank you very much to all the audience who have been watching, and thank you very much to anyone who's helped us out throughout the last season. A special thank you, of course, to Matthew and Courtney for hosting the show this season and getting me all of this wonderful money. I really do appreciate your support.
I'd also like to say an incredible thank you to my assistant producers Adam and Scarlett, who I've hired as servants for this wonderful establishment.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Scarlett. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you, Joe. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Really quick for 1 second though, I would like to just seriously, in all seriousness, say thank you to everyone who's helped on this series. It's been a dream come true, and I've really, really enjoyed it, so thank you.
I recently received notice via telegram that the season was coming to a conclusion, which is incredibly unfortunate, seeing as I was planning on using the extra money from the other episodes to buy myself a second Bentley. But for now, I'd like to say thank you, and onwards to season 2, where we can bring more fun antics and perhaps even a bit more money for myself. Ta-ta.
Some man, isn't he?
Yeah, I know.
Some man.
What a guy. And what a suit. He's looking very dapper in
I feel my suit's a bit underwhelming at this point.
Yeah, can we
now.
go and get fitted with Joe for his next suit? Can we go?
I feel like he did give me a tie once. I never got a chance to wear it. I just give it back to him, actually.
A suit because, you know, he's got all that. He's flush with cash.
As payment, as part of that.
I'm still waiting for our royalties to come through, to be honest.
Well, unfortunately, that's just about all we have time for on the show and for the season, but not just for that, but for me as well, because I'm not going to be back for season 2. I'm moving to Australia.
Which is wider than the moon.
Which is wider than the moon, apparently.
Oh, Courtney, we will miss you. But I'll be back anyway come next series here on Salford Week for Series 2 and possibly a new co-host as well.
Well, I don't think they'll be quite as fun as I am.
No, Courtney, you definitely have some spark about you that we just, you know, bounce off each other fairly well, you know.
I feel like he's being really sarcastic with that comment. I'm not entirely sure I believe
I know
it.
she likes me kind of as a co-presenter deep down, and I mean deep down as in like big toe deep down. But that's nearly all. Yeah, that's all from us on the show. I can't speak.
From us and me,
it's not
isn't
it? That's all from us on the show of Salford Weekly or Salford Eatly today. Just a huge thank you to our crew who put everything together we had. I'm not even going to name them all because we will forget
There's so many people that are in our crew, but massive thank. And this show doesn't come together if we don't have, you know, our camera guys, sound guys, PAs, like lights and everything. So we just want to say a massive thank you, and also a massive thank you to everyone at home who has been watching the show, watching it back, and especially to the people who decided to turn up today. Thank you, guys.
You're our friends.
But before we go, we are going to cross over to two very familiar and very good-looking people who
I must say, I do muzzle myself up them quite a bit.
Yeah, who are going to go speak to an artist who's going to play us out the show. Hi guys, we have finally been allowed out of the studio so that we can come over to the new Adelphi building so we can meet one of our musical friends.
You get to come out one last time. We have heard a sneak peek of her song already. You're going to hear it now. Our latest new single, and also a very familiar sound to you Salford Weekly listeners.
Yeah, our lovely theme tune has been worked in there as well, so let's go and have a little listen.
Come on, come with us.
Hello there.
Hello, okay, how are you?
I am very well, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're not
Been alright. Been worse.
Good.
But, you know, can't complain.
Good to hear.
What are you up to?
I'm just practicing the Salford Weekly theme.
Oh, you're going to be playing that alongside your new original song?
I am indeed. That is called Paralysed.
Oh, well.
Great. Do you want to take it away and we'll sit here and all?
Yeah.
Let's not wait. Let's go.
Let's go for it.
He watches over me as I try to fall asleep, unable to move in too deep. My dimples cascade and scream out a name broken by a dream. The eyes look down in the soul, being drowned by the darkness that's wanting more. I feel it on my chest as it grabs my arms, tries to tear me down. But my mind is a fire that can't be put out. From this darkness that's escaping now. I'm paralyzed by fear to the unknown. da da.